This one is going to be about Lowell McEwen Hospital, where I was taken and placed in the mental health ward on the night of the home invasion, where the Peter ring basically came to procure our son. I'm not even sure what words I can say on here, and I don't really care at this point, because everything I do is being blocked and shadow banned anyway. No one's even seeing my videos. I totally understand that, but this is energetic for me, and it's going out either way. It's coming out of me for one, and going out, into the collective to bring that sort of truth, you know what I mean? And pay honor and respect to anybody that has been through the same thing. So, I'm not the only person on the planet, like, let's face it, that has been through this. I may be the only one who has lasted this long, I don't know, because this has raised a lot of eyebrows, that's for sure, which is why things went next level and spiritual, and I do believe that they've actually gone way higher than that as well, to the point where I've heard discussions about my Akashic records, and people need to understand that there's corruption everywhere, and we shouldn't be so naive to think that this stuff doesn't happen. And I'm not coming on here and telling any stories or speculating any crazy stuff. I'm literally just laying out the facts and the dialogues that have played out in the past 8 years. So it's just pieces of my puzzle. I don't even know what's going on out there. Like I said, I haven't been privy to any of the exact narrative that people are following, and I know they are, because of the way people are receiving me is not how I'm normally received, okay? So all I have is basically what they're communicating, what I'm tapping into, that I can hear them communicating. So at some point that could be complete bullshit too. So all I have is the actual facts that I have lived. So okay, so I'm not going to scrap this one, but I have changed my mind. I probably will start at where this all began, at Para Hills, where I was living when the relationship broke down with Paul, who is the catalyst for all of this. When I say the catalyst, what I mean is he is responsible for abusing my son. And that situation could have been very different. I could have been on a very different timeline if it wasn't for the female that he connected to after he was removed by police. This is a piece of dirt. This is someone who not only called out a hit on me and is responsible for the trafficking of Jet, but gathered support to do that and pushed for it. This is a piece of trash. So I'm going to start there and put this down, because it would just be nice to get all these notes just onto videos, and that's, another reason I'm doing this, is just keeping this as a video diary as well. Because like I said before, there's nothing that anyone can give me ever. There's nothing anyone can offer me. What's been taken can never come back. So there's no reason for me to, if anyone's going to sit back and think there's a reason that I would do this, that's absolutely more insane than these people are telling everyone I am, okay? I don't know who in their right mind would concoct any kind of story like this, knowing the repercussions. So I'll start there and work my way up from there, I guess. Any details that I forget, I will probably just put in the notes. I also want to post photos. I've been trying to do this as quickly as I can because I do understand how sensitive this is and how time sensitive it is really too. So try to do it as quick as I can, and I'm really not sure if my audio is working again because my last videos aren't coming up real good. Somebody's mirroring my phone and using all my information anyway, so I'm hearing people on the street talk about what I'm saying here, and yet nobody's really watching my videos. So yeah, ask yourself what's going on there, because nobody has consent to do that. This is my story, and trying to steal somebody's voice in that way is equally as disgusting as what's happened here. Equally as fucking disgusting. Not to mention the energy behind the money that these people have made through trafficking. And there are a few instances I'm going to get to. So, being a quantum channel, you see things very high perspective, you know what I mean? And the energy behind that money, I don't really think people understand that it does hold energy. And when it comes from a place of abuse and that money is circulating, how damaging that is. So anyone out there who is an energy worker will totally understand what I'm saying by just speaking this truth and bringing some clarity to this, clearing that dirt. Do you know what I mean? So while it's really painful for empaths, I guess, to hear, from what I'm hearing on the street, people just don't give a shit where their kids are trafficked. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. I've heard that to my face, and very hard to keep your shit together when you're in the shops and you hear somebody comment to the clerk, "Oh, well, this girl's son's been trafficked," and the silly bitch turns around and says, at this point, nobody gives a shit. I mean, very hard to keep it together. This is my son, this is my child. And he's not just my son and my child, he's a representative for all children, as anyone's child is, So, as difficult as it is for people to hear, much worse, much worse, should this carry on and this lie be embedded, into the conscious field. Just disgusting. And not just that, but people are actually supporting these people and they don't even know what they're responsible for. So, at Para Hills, I was living with my son and with Paul. We've been together 3 years. Totally didn't see that coming at all, as most parents will tell you. And I'm being completely transparent here with everything. I'm wide open for reading, and they know that. I've said that about 5 years ago, and straight away, alarm bells went off and they started peddling. How can we fix this? She's made herself wide open if people find out. So there's so much inception going on with my energy, and every day all I do is try and clear that so that I'm wide open. So yeah, the fact that I have these people attached to me is blindsiding a lot of things, and these people are pedaling really hard to block and cover a lot of things that have happened, and really are not, it's really hard to say not 100% present, because I feel like I am 100% present. Do you know what I mean? Like, even my greater aspect is here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it has to be. You have to be in full force to do this. But there's also a level of, I don't even want to say disassociation. See, the English language is so, it's not descriptive enough for some things. Like, it's almost like we've reached next level and the English language isn't cutting it anymore. Because when people hear disassociation, they think, oh, well, you know, that's negative. That means you're not accepting or you're not processing. It's not that at all. It's, like, for example, if I'm not shooting these videos, those other days, there's an extreme amount of energetic purging that has to be done. And very painful kind of stuff to work through. And I'm not afraid to go anywhere. I will work through anything I have to. When you walk around things or sweep things under the rug, you are never going to progress. The only way is straight through. And when you come out, you'll find out what a beast you are, what a force you are. And there's just no words to even describe that. Like, the process that I've gone through and the person that I've become now feels just unfuckable, to be honest. There's no, you know, I continually have this vision of myself in the sand. You can't, and that's my higher being, you know, sending them a message, because they can't. You know, ultimately, you can't be broken. You just can't. You're told that you can, and they will definitely try that. They can break your body, surely, sure. But that part of us that's inside, that moves us, it just can't be touched. And once you do realise that, they do as well. So now that I've been rambling for about 12 and a half minutes, I will, I kind of want to keep these short. I don't know why. I just feel like I should probably keep them short and not just drone on too much. So I might stop this one here and then start the Parahills video, because there's a lot of information to get through. And like I said, I've been trying to do it as quick as I can.